Well, I'm with Geoff Court, who's Commissioner here in Ramsey. I put on a Twitter thing today about what's going on in Ramsey for flood defences. It looked like a day that something got dropped from the government onto the website showing plans, although they weren't up to date. I'm catching you, because I know you're not the head of commissioners, but you have been in my contact with the Bay thing as well. So what can you tell us about these plans?
Well, I think what's interesting about the plans is, as you say, the document is dated from June 2020, but was actually released without any clarifying statement or press release this Wednesday. And I think indeed you got the scoop on that because you contacted me to say, had you heard about this? Absolutely, I was aware that there had been previous plans a long time ago, but certainly not an update, and certainly wasn't aware that Ramsey Town Commissioners had been contacted either for consultation or approval or any response to those plans. And in fact, the chairman of Ramsey Town Commissioners has actually issued a statement on the matter, yes. Which I can read for you now if that
yes,
would be
absolutely.
useful.
Well, I mean, put it on the screen probably because this is interesting. So this has caused a reaction, and I know also seeing that I'll call them MHKs, but ones have been sitting here, don't want to name names, but they've also gone onto Twitter saying that they didn't seem to know about this either. So this is getting now what I call, there's just something going on field about it. I don't know, but if you want to read the statement out, because we haven't got the chairman here, so
yes,
off you go.
I can read the statement out because it's been presented as options for both North and South Promenade. The designs include increased promenade wall heights and the creation of a concrete or rock armour revetments which would extend up to 19 metres beyond the existing seawall at the South Promenade. Now, this is the statement from our chairman, Albie Oldham. Mr. Oldham is saying, "I'm disappointed with the Department of Infrastructure for the way in which the scheme has been developed and published without any notice or engagement with the town commissioners who represent the people of Ramsey, the community of Ramsey. The plans now available are clearly dated June 2020, and yet the department has made no attempt to engage with the community before presenting what appears to be a done deal. The proposals will clearly impact on both the area of special scientific interest at the Murrock and on South Beach, which is already the subject of strong opposition to development. The prospect of increasing the promenade wall height on the South Promenade, even with raised walkways, is bound to achieve a strong reaction and has implications for the roads, parking and the views from the town."
This is definitely something that's going to be running now. I mean, there must be quite a backlash to have that feeling that you haven't had the consultation.
I think we're very disappointed. I very much agree with the chairman that we're disappointed that when the DOI has these plans or these proposals, they wouldn't, as a courtesy, out of respect, come to the commission and say, we're evolving these plans, these are our thinkings, what does the board have to say, what should be taken into account, can we present these to the public and get feedback on them? I think the key here is if we identify that there's an issue with rising sea levels or coastal overtopping, obviously we need to find sensible solutions moving into the future. But for the DOI, precisely 1 week before an election, to release these plans without any minister to back them up, any statement to clarify them, any consultation with the public, any move to work with the commissioners,
but also without telling anyone,
or without
I got tip-off that it was there. I mean, so everything's about tip-offs here.
So you got a tip-off, but the people that this really matters to, the commission, the community, weren't alerted. So
when would we have found out?
So exactly why did it go through you? Why didn't it go through the people who could look at this and go, okay, we need to sensibly analyse these plans. Is this the right way forward? Or is there something else at play? But to refer back to the commission, the main point from the chairman is shock and disappointment that there wasn't engagement. It's not a reaction to the plans themselves. They need to be scrutinised and thoroughly analysed.
Because they're quite, I mean, I don't understand, to be honest. They're very detailed. You need to know what you're looking at almost, so you to make head or tail of what those graphics are showing.
Well, exactly. This is not my area of expertise either. I'm the lead member of Parks and Leisure, but of course I care very, very deeply about this bay. And I think the main thing to understand is, I think the DOI really needed to have read the temperature in the room. There's a lot of anxiety being caused in the community about proposed plans for that area, whether they're going to go forward or not. So to release another set of plans without actually engaging with the public increases those levels of anxiety in an unacceptable way, I believe.
Well, so we hear from the DOI, and you hear from the DOI, and the MHKs who will be in position next week hear from them. Just to finish off, while I've got you here with the Bay, any more changes or
no, the last time we spoke to you, and thank you for speaking with myself and Michael Starkey, the petition we launched has now reached 29,000 signatures. That petition was very much launched in reaction to an understanding that The proposals were coming back. They were supposed to be relaunched again as advertised to via marketing materials to their supporters and actually discussed in the candidates' debate. That relaunch should have happened mid-August. It hasn't happened. The next public meeting hasn't happened. So we can only live in hope that the petition that we launched was successful in at least putting a stop to that. But the most important thing is, what we said to you that day is that the developers wanted this to be an election issue, and we absolutely agreed, and we wanted it to be a free and open debate. But only one side stepped up and the other side went quiet. And I think that holds the town to ransom.
But it did become an election debate issue, and
It
people
has
literally are standing, without, again, I don't want to mention names, certain people are standing, maybe more than one, as the major feature in their manifesto.
Well, over the course, we've been fighting this battle since March of 2019, and we've grown from 10 initial members to close to 1,900 now. And over that period of time, people have changed their minds, people have learnt about us, people have joined us, people have supported us. We, as Save the Bay, do not propose or endorse any one specific candidate, but we are very, very, very grateful for those who are standing with us to protect that environment and protect that public beach, all of them.